Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Katie, and today I am doing my weekly book review on Authentically Izzy. I'm actually using this book for a reading vlog later on this week, but since I finished it, I might as well do a book review on it. So I just finished Authentically Izzy by Basham, and I really enjoyed it. Let me just say I am even more praying and asking God that my future husband will have a very handsome foreign accent because yes, so I also, as well as some of my other friends, recommend this book in audio version as well as the physical book because it is told in letters. So at first it might be a little confusing who is narrating what letter, but in the audiobook they are a complete cast, so every character has a different voice, which I absolutely love, and I don't think I would have liked the audiobook if they didn't do that. So very thankful for who they picked for the audiobook. So this is about Izzy, and she's 30, single, like me, but she is kind of just like, kind of concentrating on her career. She's not sure if she wants to date anymore because she's had a pretty rough dating life in the past, but her cousin ends up deciding to become her matchmaker. So she signs her up for this dating website, and so she decides to stay on it. She ends up meeting a few interesting people along the way, but there ends up being a person with the username Brody the, I was going to say Brody the Dwarf. Brody the Hobbit. So there is a bunch of Lord of the Rings references in this book, which I absolutely loved that. I loved, it's pretty much 98% told in letters and, well, emails and text messages. But I kind of really loved it actually in this. I really liked the banter between Izzy and her cousins, Luke and Penelope. And I just love their whole banter. Even Josie, Josie is the cousin that was her matchmaker, but just the humor between all the cousins, and just they felt so even closer than cousins. They were siblings. The rest of them were all siblings, and she was technically their cousin, but all of them felt like brothers and sisters. It was just so much fun. And the next one I'm really excited is about Penelope, so I cannot wait to read the sequel. Very excited. Yeah, so I'm really excited, and I know that I think the third one's about Luke, so can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait to get Luke's story. I think Luke's story I am most excited about. But yeah, so let's get back to this. So anyway, so Brody is from an island country, near England, and so they have been communing through letters, and even the voice in the audiobook has an accent, so it's perfect. And yes, so there's also kind of a little bit of a love triangle in here, but it's kind of a more understandable love triangle. Wow, I can't talk. Love triangle. It's more understandable because she is unsure. I mean, it's an online romance. I mean, you don't know. So she's communicating with this guy Brody, but then she ends up meeting Eli in real life in, well, her own town. But so she ends up deciding to date Eli, and so but she does end up, it's a good break off. She doesn't continue to date both guys at the same time. So I found it really enjoyable. I really did like the humor in this book. Little splash of romantic comedy. I think this is going to be great for you. So I love the characters. I really enjoyed Brody as one of the male love interests. And honestly, I think my favorite character was probably Luke. So that's why I'm looking most forward to his story, because he was just funny, he was sweet, and even though he kind of seemed like he wouldn't be a book lover, he was. So that got me excited too. So I cannot wait to read his story, but this was lots of fun. I know a ton of you have probably already read this, but if you haven't, make sure to check it out. And I am definitely going to be reading the sequel within the next few weeks. So I am very excited to read it. It doesn't come out until August, I think, but I do have it on a computer file so I can read it. But yeah, so definitely check it out. This was longer than I thought when I started reading it. It's over 400 pages, so 400 pages of letters. But yes, I absolutely love the letters. It definitely was more, like, their letters were more lyrical, I felt like. But I mean, you're talking about two book lovers that, like, love classics, so you're obviously going to get that a little bit. I also really loved, like, all the side characters. I loved her cousins. I loved Brody's family in their country. Like, I hope we get to see more of them, which I kind of have a feeling I think we're going to in the second book. It's about Penelope, and I have a feeling I know who the love interest is. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I just have this feeling. Even though I haven't read it yet, I think I know. So I hope I'm right. I honestly hope I'm right. But yeah, so I am really enjoying this whole series. I can't wait to get the rest. But yeah, so. And I really loved the ending. It really ended the way I kind of was hoping it would end. Like, she was kind of really unsure of herself in the beginning and just really felt like kind of very shy. Like, she was definitely an introvert unless it came to books, like I am. But I just felt like her character really grew by the end of the book, and she started out as like this kind of shy, really unsure, and she had a hard time making decisions about her own life and her love life, and just the way her courage grew, and just the way her cousins helped her get out of that shell that she put herself in. And she finally realized that, but she was just honestly more concentrating on her family and not really helping herself. So, like, she really needed to find that balance of family and self-help. So I really liked the ending to this book as well. But I did really enjoy it. Thank you to everyone who's been telling me to read this book. I now did, and I did really enjoy it, so thank you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.